I'm sure you guys are probably getting tired of intros, but hi, welcome back. Ericklegion, Team Priestley, McCormick proper. How you guys doing? It's been a great time here today. We've gone through 3 Best of 5 series so far on stream. We've gone through the entirety of our group stage. Now it is time for bracket play. Each of these 2 teams respectively trying to get their way into the winner's semifinals. If you lose, of course, you go down to the lower bracket. Your tournament's not over just yet. However, it's not going to be easy to get through the next portions of this bracket. Regardless of where you look, there is tons of talent on the top and the bottom side of this bracket. And as we go ahead and take a look of where we are going to be going, this Ericklegion Team Priestley will match up with what most likely will be Team Diff in that next round, but I don't want to give an unfair distaste to the Quintank roster either. But what we've seen today, Team Diff definitely looked like they were at the top of their group. Of course, they've made it to the bracket as such. Other side of the bracket, though, obviously, we said Team Noisy probably going to be the one to move on there. I'm most likely eyeing a matchup between Team Noisy and Team Priestley in the winter finals. Andy, I know you already said that you're pretty much looking at the same. So as far as that conversation goes, I don't think there's anything too outstanding that jumps off the page.
No, I mean, you got 2 CDL pros, 2 guys that place top 3 at Challengers champs. Steve-O wins in 4, 100%. Yeah, man, some would probably agree. Others would probably disagree. This is where the tournament does truly start. Again, a double elimination bracket. You continue on either from this evening into tomorrow, or shoot, your tournament might just be over just in one day, honestly speaking. Yep. Unfortunate to say, some teams are going to find that out the hard way, but nonetheless, this is where I don't even want to say like everything that you've learned on the day, because honestly the day has only been about 3 matches strong nonetheless, of what you're going to be able to learn off of one another. What are your preferred maps? How does one play off of one another? And honestly speaking, how are you going to be able to take maps off of Team Noisy? I don't know, but you got to be able to find those answers out one way or another.
And you're going to have to find them out quick, because if you don't, you are going to be down 0-1 in that series, and you're going to probably be at the tail end of a 3-0 sweep by the time that's all said and done. Unless your S&D prowess is just off the charts, which, let's be completely frank, you're not shooting against Doda and Ghosty and going to feel good about it. Regardless of that, though, let's take a look at Team Ericklegion here for our best of 5 against Team Priestley. This team is going to consist of course, Ericklegion, but AAA Megan, Epitome, and Juju as well. This is basically all of past, current, and present UCF roster in the beautiful nights of Central Florida.
For sure, this is the entirety of UCF that did once play. I want to say, like, the last time that I casted over UCF, along with all 4 of these players still playing on this roster, I think was like beginning of Vanguard, maybe. I don't know. It's been a lot of Call of Duty that I've kind of like digested in between then and now. I completely even forgot that Tuscany was a map until this morning, anyway. But nonetheless, here we find ourselves for Ericklegion, Megan, Epitome, and Juju. It's going to be a very tall ask for them to be able to take down their opponents on the other side of the lobby.
Yeah, absolutely. So, regardless, look, as much as I want to give safe props and credit to the other team for making it out of the group, you're going to have to be shooting against, the 2 of the best players, if not the best players on St. Clair, who not only were considered the best 2 team, or one of the best, not the best, but one of the best teams inside of Collegiate COD all year, last year, and this year as well in the Modern Warfare 2 season, as well as pairing that with Kaiser and Calamity. Kaiser now at PNW and Calamity at Trine, or previously at Trine, I should say. So this team was moving different around the map. They took down the team that was in their pool earlier with Team Slow-Mo, which was Click, Drewski, Bait, and Slow-Mo. Unfortunately, they find themselves dropped out of the tournament. But it was a Game 5 that went to, not a round 11, but it was a 6-4 win that they were able to bring back from a 4-1 deficit, 5 straight rounds, which ended up taking them to the promised land and being enough for them to move out of the group play. So I would say this is a very, very talented roster, and there's a reason why we're kind of pegging them as a top team to be probably in the grand final.
And I am continuing on. What I want to say is about 2 years strong, and I'll continue to do it all the way through next year as well if I get to cast over Priestley for St. Clair. I don't know where he's at in his college education, but nonetheless, Why isn't this guy competing in challengers? I have no idea. He is freaking gross. You put any weapon in that guy's hand, and he's probably going to be able to walk away with a rack full of kills and probably going positive along through a majority of those maps. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to be able to see again how the old UCF Knights are going to be able to go up against two of the best that we've honestly gotten out of St. Clair. Those were two players in particular, both Brandon and Priestley, going all the way back into Columbus for CCL finals that were constantly berating all of their enemies, specifically when they were going up against the Aggies in their opening matchup. I mean, they absolutely slammed them through the floorboards. They're at the Belong Gaming Arena in Columbus, let me tell you. It was gross. But nonetheless, I think that you're going to have to try to continue on with that and just try to really kind of keep the pace set up to a certain degree to where the enemy team here of Ericklegion's roster aren't going to be able to dispute.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at our map set real quick. Mercado will start out on the hard point within our map 1, going to the search and destroy for map 2, Fortress Search and Destroy, which I think is going to give us some fast-paced fun in that S&D. Control on the hard point, or what in the hell did I just say? Control on the hotel. It's been a long day, I'm sorry. For map 3, and that's our guarantee map pool, Fortress hard point, and a hotel search and destroy if necessary to go the distance all the way towards the end. Mercado, though, to start us off here, it's nice to get a change of pace. The first time we've seen this map today out of 3 best-of-5 series that we've seen already. So Priestley, good shots in the middle of the map. We're going to be able to connect on to Megan as she gets put down. It's going to be Team Priestley in the red roster who get inside of P1 first.
Yeah, and they're on the favorite side of the map as well. I mean, just look at the spread. Brandon's already playing over by the half wall. He's going to end up seeing Juju just cross past the planter's box seemingly for free. Now the next call will be coming through to Cal, trying to at least cut down more players over by the hedges. One player does slip the net, and that's Epitome. Trying to at least get inside Cantina, try to get that control, but Kaiser is more than aware that he needs to try to, well, flank the flank, get some early damage, but cannot get the kill, so scrapping it out as far as his rotation is concerned with 10 seconds left on 1.
Yeah, it was good shots of Eric, but another 4 down immediately goes in the way of Team Priestley, so they can set themselves up quite comfortably in the south side of the minimap. P2 going to be locked down, and the Cantina is theirs. One going to line up. Megan first to drop. Eric the second. Kaiser escapes with his life and back off to the alleyway in the safe harbor of P4 in the barbershop. Still at the top side of the map, though. 4 now going to be spawning. Eric going to be trying to make his way across the map, and as Megan falls, it's another 3 that go the way of Team Priestley, and the clock continues to easily favor them as well.
Oh, yeah, man, there's so much time left to soak up over here. Cal, oh my god, up on a 5 spree for his second life. And it's starting to look like Hack the Eric P2 if I've ever seen it. But Eric going to start sneaking his way inside the back door. Absolutely comes up dry. Nothing to speak of. 25 seconds remains here inside P2, and Team Priestley looking pretty good to soak it all up.
Yeah, he took 99 HP off of him. Only left him with 1 though in towards bottom Cantina, and now it's a complete and utter wrap from Team Ericklegion. To the opposite side of the map, Team Priestley were able to make out with the full 60 seconds here. Ericklegion trying to do the exact same. Problem is Team Priestley have put them down on a couple of squad wipes multiple times already here inside of map 1, and they're looking to do the same again. Megan gets some great timing on the back. Her shots are good. 58 seconds left on the fresh new hill inside of the Banana Warehouse.
And she has so much to do, though. I mean, to cover all of the back door is one thing. It puts a lot of pressure on Juju up top. He has to be able to watch dark. He has to be able to cover through the back alleyway as well. Priestley absolutely slips the net. He's already inside of the courtyard. There's 3 players strong inside of this current hardpoint. Keep in mind, Team Ericklegion would be wise enough to try to play this rather patiently, try to flush out where some of these kills come from, but it just does not go their way, does it? The kill feed erupts in red once again. 30 seconds left to soak here for Team Priestley.
10-4, the start from Cal. 9-4 from Kaiser, who's on 3 in a row, starting to go ahead and get himself more time accrued. 57 seconds leads the way from Brandon, and everybody firing on all cylinders here from this Team Priestley roster. Great shots onto Epitome there from Brandon in the middle of the map. Juju will fall as Megan does as well. Priestley, a beautiful double. Now it's a push over towards the barbershop. The only one inside is Ericklegion for now. Cruise missile in the back line, going to be able to find one. Punch and a knife now going to come out from Priestley as well, and they are steamrolling here on Mercado early on. 111-23 as that score continues to climb.
Nice to see that Calamity and Priestley have not skipped a beat. 12-4 for Calamity. Priestley up to 10-1. And, sure. Kaiser's up to 11-5. Brandon, oh my god! Ain't no shot! 7-2 now. Ericklegion at least there for the trade, but it is a volley-whopping and a half right now, brother. It's 137-23, and, look, let's go ahead and call it like it is. Oh, my, Megan. Oh, she really needed to find that kill. There's 7 hard points in a whole set, as far as Mercado is concerned, and Team Priestley are on pace to close it out in the first set.
Well, let's hope that's not the case. Team Ericklegion gives a good effort here towards the end. 5 spree now from Kaiser. 14-5, looking for another. Hops all the way through the warehouse. Challenges back out, aggressive as ever. But it's one that he feels comfortable taking, as Team Priestley have found themselves at a 170-23 margin. Towards the courtyard now, though, Team Ericklegion find themselves in a refuge. Patio lockdown for now. Epitome, nice long-range shots are going to be good out of the tack. Kaiser, a little trade there. Megan in the middle of the map will get cut down by Kaiser as he now looks for a third. Pistol out. Priestley a challenge, and now a pinch starting to mount its way forward. 40 seconds of premium time here for either team to garner. Team Priestley will break in through the front door, and now the backside is Ericklegion at 5-12, finding a few kills. It's a 3-1 trade that goes all red.
I mean, it's a good isolation on a Brandon over by Graffiti, but now Eric is all by his lonesome top elephant room, and if you can tell by the scared of my voice, time is ticking. Well, at least on the Priestley. Nice shots from Eric, but the collapse around the backside from Calamity is going to be good to take down Eric in return. 15 seconds will be left over. That's the difference maker in between Team Ericklegion getting over 40 points and Team Priestley getting over 200. That's not a slam, it's just the truth.
Yeah, I know. But it feels so bad to say it. Priestley double chow with Kaiser. Good bait and switch allows Kaiser to find another. Eric, good shots. A nice track is going to allow the side of Team Priestley to once again set up in the top of Cantina. And well, with 40 seconds left here, only 10 seconds of contention is going to be needed to at least force it to another hill. But it looks like P6 could very well close this hard point out. 17-32. Pushes through the front, still coming through. But it's Kaiser who's playing up at the top at 20-9, who's leading the way. Cal also there at 20-7 on 5 in a row.
Surely we reached P7, right?
Early.
Eric? No.
Really not.
That's not, yeah, I don't like... Oh.
Oh, streak kid just for fun. Why not?
Yeah. How many do we got now? What is that, 3?
Something like that, but he's on 8 in a row. Calamity looking to close things out. Here's another 4 wipe goes through. 5 seconds left. And 12 left on top Cantina. Calamity will end on 11 in a row. Team Priestley will take map 1, and that was a hard point that ended in 6 hills. I think I'm going to go walk and take a bathroom break.
Like I told you. Told you all. Probably didn't believe me. Actually, maybe the majority of you did. I know Alex at this point in time is he's not going to doubt me anymore on this fine day.
No, Daddy Andy is the truth. He is the one and only. He is the all-seeing eye.
6 hard points.
Yeah,
6.
5 minutes and 58 seconds.
Brother, it takes me longer to eat a cheeseburger than that map honestly lasted. Like, that is absolutely insane. Korn is jiving, his bed is made, and that map number 1 happened in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, it did. Have you ever seen the YouTube channel Half is Interesting?
No, I can't say I have.
Well, you know, those videos are over usually in like 5 to 6 minutes. That's crazy that a Half is Interesting video could have lasted longer than that. I think Daily Dose of Internet could have lasted maybe just as long. Or Optics' chances against the Florida Mutineers might have lasted that long. LOL. Oh, that just made the people upset. Okay, no longer the Mutineers probably. LOL. Maybe they are. Who knows? I don't know what they're doing over there. They're giving me mixed signals. They're giving everyone mixed signals. You're a Floridian.
You're supposed to know everything that's happening with the Florida esports rosters.
Like, you know, that's like my Intel Central. Word to Ant.
Oh, of course.
Speaking of highlights, not many for Ericklegion, ton for Team Priestley, 11 to end the game there for Calamity. We're not narking on
it's just a real rough go of things. It's one thing to talk about overall gun skill, but it's another thing just to talk about when Team Priestley were in possession of a hard point, how cocky they were just to constantly take more and more of the map away. Mercado Las Almas is a big map. It's got a lot of lanes, got a lot of different buildings. It always felt like that Team Priestley had a player in every single final corner. That is absolutely absurd. 15-4 for Priestley, almost 2 minutes of OBJ time. The only person to not get over a minute of OBJ time will be Kaiser. Come on, what are we doing, brother? Only got 1 trade to kill, though, so I guess you get a little bit of an asterisk. 2,500 damage. 3K coming out from Cal. Calamity 26-7 with a minute of OBJ time. 24 of his 26 were non-traded. And also, Kaiser had to break the mold again. He's the only player on the team to reach double-digit deaths. What are we doing, brother?
Can I just point this out real quick?
Sure can.
We look at the non-traded kills. Every single person except Cal had 1 kill that was non-traded. Or 1 kill that was traded, I should say.
Zoinks.
Cal? Yeah, 2. 2 kills that were traded.
A lot of bolts being broken there.
That's no, like that's crazy, bro. Like, that's actually crazy. Yeah, interesting. Well, 250 to 32. Yeah, let's talk about the Fortress Search and Destroy and how that probably will be a little closer. Probably.
I don't know. I'm not an oracle. I'm
hopeful.
I'm hoping.
Well, I'll do this again. You want to go to the 15th wish? The 15th wish is to give the Search and Destroy a bit closer.
So it's my last wish, honestly, for one of these matches that we get on broadcast, so at least be competitive,
Riven
man.
of 1,000 voices. That's no. Oh, God.
Her name is Riven of 1,000 voices. Fortress Search and Destroy, and look, this is where things get interesting. The hard point ended in six hills. So, shoot, isn't that crazy? Like, we could have actually like probably played Hotel and it probably still would have closed. But nonetheless, like in Search and Destroy, especially on Fortress, you have to somehow find a way to slow the pace down, and that is not easy to do when it comes down to a map mode combination like Albagra Fortress on a game mode like Search and Destroy. Given the simple fact that you're always going to have, I'd probably reckon either 3, maybe 4 SMGs, depending on how Team Priestley want to play this one out in and around maps, in and around munitions, in and around art. It could just honestly fly at you because there was not really many arguments to be made there as far as the Mercado map number 1 that you will be outgunning them. So you better outsmart them.
Yeah. Look, I'm a realist.
I know.
I like to shoot it with you straight.
Sure.
Most of the time.
Okay.
Sorry. But look, there's times, there's situations where things just aren't winnable, and we have to talk about it as such. That hard point was not winnable. This Search and Destroy, although it hasn't happened yet, I'm not going to say it's not winnable. I will say it's most likely not winnable. Look, you made a great point earlier. You said the 99.99% thing with like the Germex or like the Purell spray or whatever, you know.
Lysol, but you were close. Yes, continue.
Sorry, Lysol, my bad. God, I'd spray Lysol on you. I don't know why.
Need help.
Yeah, I do need help. But I don't know. Maybe we give them like a 99.98% chance to win this game. Maybe a little less than Lysol.
Whole 0.01% less than Lysol.
I don't even know what I'm saying at this point.
Grasping at straws to at least maybe
Look,
try to get.
I promise we're not making fun of the other team. I promise. It might seem like we are, and maybe I am. Maybe in my convoluted way of thinking, I think I'm not, but I am. And I probably am. But I'm not making fun of the other team. I am poking playful fun at them. Because that's what you have to do in this situation. You can't get 250 to 32 and expect me to be like, it's okay, you got next map. No, not doing that.
They're pushing B.
Oh, let's go.
Megan? Yeah, she's cutting down the cross, and Priestley's already past enemy lines. Kaiser.
Yeah, that's so...
That's not okay. Like, that's actually rude. Bomb planted at B. I need to retake this. We barely even see this bomb being planted at B throughout the entirety of the year. Gotta win the first.
Yeah, 1v2. Epitome, last alive. Trying to close things out here. Gal gonna hop up.
Oh,
first shot's gonna be good. Okay, Epitome, 1 HP, survives.
Gotta get that.
Difficult challenge though. You gotta jump all the way across the site. You have to look everywhere. Yeah, Priestley just play time. I mean, this is.
Gave it up.
I mean, he gave it up. It is only 10 seconds left. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Maybe don't challenge that gunfight. Maybe just cool it off for a bit. But you win the round anyway, so I guess I can't be mad. But that hip fire is just. I'm surprised. Riddle me this: how does the first one not hit, but the second one from further away while he's falling out of the window hit?
Oh, we got a highlight of it. Are you serious?
How does that hit? How?
Production, you got some explaining to do.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, we're Dadovsky.
All right.
How do you respond? How do you even respond? You got 3 kills in that previous round. Bomb is slowly moving its way over towards A, but the main focus for both these two teams are around munitions.
Double door challenge, top art. Kaiser will be able to get the trade on to Megan. Priestley will find Epitome. 3 versus 2. Advantage to Team Priestley here in the man advantage. 1 versus 3 now. Ericklegion, the last alive. Gonna need to clutch up here. Still tons of time to work with. 60 seconds. You're gonna try and work a pick. Dead Silence will be invested. Double doors could be opened here in just a moment. Great timing onto 1. Oh! 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 Oh. Oh no. We're gonna need a forensics team.
We get to see it from this POV. Oh, outline just got spread around Kaiser. Oh man, that's tough. Because I mean, like the play call, the play call was great. It really was. The Dead Silence invested, busting out the door, but there, shots you're looking for. Priestley after 5 in a row. Eric's going to be tasked just to defend this B bomb site, but the bomb is not going over there. It's a munitions rush.
Enemy trying to challenge out the doorway. Dude, he does not want to challenge Kaiser right now, but he was able to find Cal. Priestley going to be there for a trade. Brandon looking for 1. Megan might get some great timing and does. So as she's able to find 1, she's traded immediately. And once again, we find ourselves in a 2 versus 2 situation with Priestley, who's, by the way, 7-0. And Kaiser up against Ericklegion and Juju, who have yet to find kills in this S&D.
Priestley's pretty good at Cosmo.
Yeah, pretty good. So is Kaiser.
3 in a row. Last one alive is the namesake of the team, Team Cap. What you got, Cap? Oh, just a bit outside. Oh, just a bit inside, but the trade's going to be there nonetheless. Team Priestley with 3-0 lead. Now the mind games are going to continue with ensue because, I mean, like, in their opening offense, like, they rush over towards B, they get first blooded, still win the round of the final 1v1.
Yeah.
And now...
That's happened twice.
The map is their oyster, brother. Like, they... Where are we going to go to next?
Actually, it might
be... find out.
It might have been all 3 rounds that they've been blooded first. I'm not even kidding. Like, yeah. I think in every round that I think Team Ericklegion's been able to walk away with the first blood in the round, and somehow Team Priestley still come out on top of it. You call it composure, call it luck, call it skill, call it whatever you want to. Regardless of it, they're still winning the rounds, and another first pick goes the way of Epitome. This time, though, not traded out immediately after the fact, so might give a bit more leeway to Team Ericklegion this time through. Calamity just going to try and play his life here. Ericklegion going to go ahead through the back line. Kaiser gets a good trade. Now it's a 2 versus 3 back over on the site. Pinch going to come through, lines up, and Ericklegion will finally be on the board. At least one round where you get a first blood has to come through, right?
Yeah, I mean, realistically and statistically, if you get that first blood, your chances of winning the round become exponentially higher if it's not immediately traded out, of course, but... You know, the entire play call there for Priestley was just to get all 4 players around the gallows and kind of drop them in there like a bunch of wild animals. That's just tough. Flank comes through from Eric off that Dead Silence. Collapses on the play for the player backstage for Cal. Themselves on the board. Brandon with the sniper in hand. 3 players strong. Over by P1. Calamity's by himself over here, by the way, back gallows stairs with the bomb, really just hoping that his 3 teammates over by P1 are able to, well, rewrap the flank.
Brandon was able to find the first pick. Juju, good trade. Calamity on the staircase, going to be able to help out Priestley as well. Now it's a 1 versus 3. Epitome, the last one alive here, tries to go for an aggressive challenge on the back staircase, but Calamity gets the better timing. Pre-fired shots are going to be good, and a 4-1 lead now for Team Priestley. Puts them within 2 of being able to take the SCD.
Did you say it like that? Oh, man.
Silly goofy.
First blood came through off of a interesting rollout. I've casted a lot of COD. I casted a lot of this game in particular. I've never seen a 1-3 split with the bomb being the only player back gallows steps, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Priestley 9-1. Stun to open up the door. Nobody's home. Everybody. Bottom munitions, by the way. Megan, Ericklegion, they're both able to come up with the opening 2 kills. Now it's up to Gal and Brandon Check. Things up 2v4.
Now good movement, gets away with his life safely across open. Megan playing in towards bottom art. Can be the first point of contact unless Calamity is able to find somebody over towards the right side here. Semtex in the corner should force one to back off. Shot's going to be good. Ericklegion, the first domino to fall here on a retake attempt here from Team Priestley. Another one going to be having a challenge inside the arc. Brandon falls. Epitome, back line. Juju, the next one up for a challenge. Cal knows that there might be one challenging from middle map. Megan on the staircase, gonna have some good shots, but Calamity's gonna be able to exit out of it. 1 versus 1 towards the back of the flatbed. Juju gonna be there, directly below him. Needs to challenge back out over towards the right. Has to play the head glitch. Ducking, diving, not enough time. Plays it perfectly. Juju will hop up and get the kill. Team Ericklegion, second round on the board.
See, it's in that moment right there. That's how you play that position properly.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not saying any names. I'm just simply saying that's a good call from Juju. Just to back up, get the information, snake his booty off, and just try to exhaust the clock. Wonderfully done. Again, all off of the opening first 2 kills that came through from Megan. She found the first blood, the second down low inside of Art. Took both Priestley and Kaiser, who have a combined 14 kills through 6 rounds, by the way. Bring this within 2.
And if we read between the lines, somewhere in there is a Doug Sensor Mark reference to that.
I didn't say any names.
2v3, 40 seconds left. Megan, hipfire shots almost were good, but unfortunately, Kaiser will break gunfight. Now it's Juju last alive in a 1 versus 2. Kaiser, the first challenge. Good for 1. Transmat effect inbound. Brandon got Juju jumping down from the top of Heart. Challenge with the pistol. Juju, does he get the good timing? Turns back around, might be able to turn on him. 18 seconds left. If you're Brandon here, you just play the time here. And Juju will just run over towards the bomb. Is it going to be a challenge from the backside staircase? Is it going to be a challenge from the double doors? And guess what? He waits until just enough time. Oh no, not again. The only kill he has this map is from a hipfire with the sniper.
Oh, that was Kaiser that did that.
Oh, was it Kaiser? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was Kaiser. That was Kaiser round 1.
Okay.
But if Brandon finds that hipfire kill, that would have been silly. 5-2 goes to scoreline here in map number 2. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, look, you got to combine. It's a combined 12 and 12 in between Megan and Epitome. And like we were talking about, Team Ericklegion have been able to convert a lot of first bloods, but it has not really kind of forced their way to be able to win the round. Trophy system going to keep themselves safe from nades, but will not keep themselves safe from some gunfire. Will be traded out, though, 3v3.
I'll say this. You got Priestley down. That's the high-value target off the field. It's 12 motes ready to bank for yourselves. Might get you a medium-sized blocker. Help you secure a round here. 5-2 advantage. Team Priestley on the other end. Trying to clutch things out here. Finish off Team Ericklegion. And what has been a bit longer of a search and destroy than the hard point, which you don't usually find yourself saying all too often. Cal finds Ericklegion. Gonna be the last one alive. Ties to the first challenge. Wallbang shots to the door. Gonna be good. 64 HP left for the next challenge.
Nice shot.
Headshot multiplier takes him down to the dirt, and they live to see another round.
I mean, those are just really, really tough shots and really impressive nonetheless for Epitome. Gets the early damage through the door inside of munitions, holds the trigger down, gets the kill, and then he already had the read onto the last player of Calamity back logged, so just has to retrain his centering. Calamity for the ego chow thought that he could win the gunfight. Epitome just shooting straight laser beams right now. Will take him out of commission. He's for the round. Team Priestley still lead by 2. They're still up on that point. Ericklegion do here to try to stop this A assault from happening.
Brandon knows somebody's in the right side corner. Challenges out immediately. Epitome there for a trade. Kaiser can't get to it. Why? Stop playing with your food. Well, that'll do it. Cruise missile strikes from the sky. GG, go next.
How to end a search and destroy with a thunderous bang. Brought to you by Priestley. By way of Canada. I love how even in the final kill, when it's like a cruise missile, like it still slows it down. like we get it. It's a big explosion. And yeah, that search and destroy actually lasted longer than the hard point. And that again is on Slam. It's just funny.
Yep.
Hey. First Bloods, by the way, when we end up getting to the stats after the highlights, will actually be very interesting as far as the development is concerned. How much of that was Team Priestley playing with their food? How much of that was honestly a certain amount of kills and reads coming through from Team Ericklegion? I'm not too sure. I don't even know how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. All I can tell you, nonetheless, is that there was a certain fight that was brought up there from a handful of individuals out from Team Ericklegion. Really good forward approaches coming through, specifically from Megan. I mean, she was always putting herself in a pretty good position, albeit that is a very tough way to go out in round number 1. Defensively, offensively, she was always the entry frag, trying to at least get herself that first blood, and she was constantly finding it. It's just mostly the trades that constantly came through. It's just really tough when Priestley does start off. What was it, a whopping 8-0? How do you even get batting against that?
No, I think you make a great point there, though. Like, Megan
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Megan was frying in the first half of the game. Getting those first bloods was a huge step in the right direction. But I think to like extend on what you were saying with like just the help not being there, it's very difficult to have any sort of presence on the map when it takes 4+ rounds for Ericklegion and Juju to even show up on the map, and that's when you started to see a couple of those rounds being won. But when it's a 2v4 for pretty much the entirety of the map, and then towards the end, the first two that were kind of popping off in the first place also start to kind of fall to the wayside, and the other two start teeing up. 2v4 the entire map, so cool. You hurt my feelings. I don't want to talk anymore.
Why? I was thinking, you said I brought up a good point. I was thanking you. It's the polite and proper thing to do.
Proper.
I mean, look at the first bloods. It's 5-4 as far as first bloods are concerned. It just mostly always came through from the trades, right? I mean, dude, Megan found 3 first bloods.
Yes.
Epitome found 2, but it just always came down from the trades. It's specifically from egregious hipfire shots out of Kaiser with the sniper rifle, whatever. Priestley with the AR. It's just something that we just always come to expect, especially out from St. Clair in the past handful of years. 11-4 is nothing to scoff at. 1,400 damage coming out from Calamity as well at 9-6. I mean, even like the 2 first bloods as well they were able to find. Obviously, converting those into round wins is something to behold. Priestley had 7 non-traded kills, by the way, and Calamity had 8, compared to the 9 total kills that he found as well. So, yeah, I mean, there was an argument to be made, obviously, when it came down to Team Ericklegion. They were taking a lot of keen focus as far as bottom munitions is concerned, trying to get themselves those first bloods, and albeit walking away with the majority of them, it just mostly comes down to the trade department. That is Fortress Search and Destroy in a nutshell, and it's 2-0 lead for Team Priestley to boot.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a look at our series overview real quick before we send things to a short and tame break. Look, map 1 on the Mercado hardpoint. If you were here, well, you probably missed it, even if you were here. If you were away, you didn't miss much. It was a hardpoint that was sub 6 minutes, 250 to 32, ended on P6. The Fortress Search and Destroy, as we just saw, come to a conclusion there. A few mishaps. Team Ericklegion probably had a few rounds that could have been winnable, but Team Priestley was able to just kind of lead the way. P-Dog, was taking center stage there. Sorry, dude. These inside jokes have got to stop. I'm sorry.
You gotta involve everybody else, and it's like everybody's just thinking, just like these guys are a bunch of idiots. Like why are they saying the things that they're saying? It's just like, I'm sorry. Me and McCormill, we talk way too often. Who let this happen? Why are we here right now? Honestly speaking, man. But hey, Ericklegion might not be in the winners bracket for much too longer, as Priestley and co now have a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll send things to a break. Hotel Control. I feel like I've said that at least 4 times today. On the backside of a short and cute little break, when we come back, Team Priestley will try to steam Team Ericklegion to the lower bracket and move on to the winter semifinals. Welcome back, folks, to the College COD Alumni $1,000 Open Tournament. My name is McCormill. With me, proper guests. Ericklegion down 0-2 in a best-of-5 versus Team Priestley, which has been, once again, as per usual, pretty much every series today. Not close. That's about as much of a neat little bow I can put on it.
About as good as a cold open as The Office, brother. I mean, like, there's really not much left that you could say about it. I mean, in the Fortress Search and Destroy map number 2, we already broke it down before we hopped to that very short break. Ahead of this map number 3 that will be taking its place on Greenberg Hotel, but A lot of good first bloods came through, but not a whole lot of round wins. I mean, the scoreline for Mikado map number 1 kind of speaks for itself. If you want to go back and rewatch that under 6-minute adventure, by all means, go for it. But now we go over towards this Greenberg Hotel control, and this is where things got to turn around, because it's the difference maker in between you either staying alive in the series if you're Ericklegion's roster or going down to the lower bracket. I can only talk about opening breakoff so many times on this fine day, man. It just mostly comes down to just being able to win the gunfights in a respawn. It's just what you need if you are the Knights out of UCF.
Yeah, I mean, anything that we could have said today already been said. All we need to see at this point is action. All we need to see is the ability. You got to take that first step in the right direction, whether it's on the offense or the defensive end. If you're on offense, 4-hit a sight. You're on defense, hold off against a 4-hit. LOL. All right, here we go. Kaiser, first one over behind the L desk. Priestley gonna find Epitome. And here comes Team Priestley on the offensive. Behind the desk, inside the reception area. The last person's going to be dead, and the MP7 has come out. Kaiser looks for another challenge. Epitome's going to be there, but the B side has already had a tick of progress on it. 4 live separation. Offense on top.
Second segment, already locked in. Third looking pretty darn good to be locked in as well. Brandon gonna get taken down with the Velp, but Kaiser's got to take himself out of commission somehow with the news, but sure. Priestley's going to lock up the B control zone. 60 seconds added on towards the board, and it's 24 plays up against 21. Team Priestley have 2 minutes. Tried us all day.
You got to look for Epitome. He's the only one here that can really cause an issue. And as you've been spotted out, Ericklegion will find one, but it should be a quick trade on the opposite end as Kaiser's looking for the chase. Cal going to hop over towards the zone. Calamity looking for Ericklegion around that right side corner. Can challenge over towards it. Headshot going to be good. Takes him away. And now Ericklegion going to be forced to bounce back here with 2 players still in the zone. Team Priestley looking to hit back forward. Nice kill from behind in Epitome. Cal will get taken out. 2 players here from the kitchen looking to push their way forward.
Got to be able to win a handful of gunfights. I mean, you're only trailing by 2 lives, but the moment that they stop on the zone, the collapse needs to come soon after. Eric gonna lay on his belly. 2 for 2 trade goes the kill feed. Biggest problem is gonna be Priestley. He's gonna try to lurk inside of the double arches, and the kills just come through. Lickety split. Cal up on 3 in a row. First segment looking pretty good to get locked.
They can cut down 5 lives of separation. Into the middle of the map. Ericklegion will get cut down. Brandon going to be the one trying to go ahead, hold down that flank, make sure the suffocating pinch doesn't come through, and as Juju will hop over towards that right side. Middle map should be locked down for a bit longer, but that second tick of progress getting ever so close to being progressed through. Out of the zone, though, is going to be Calamity. Hops back down, looks over towards the left. Snake out of Juju, not going to be good. MP7 picked up, but now from the opposite end, Priestley and the boys now trying to push their way back forward. It's going to be Brandon and Kaiser, the first 2 up for an aggressive gunfight. And as Epitome takes around the corner, Juju with the Vaznev finds Priestley, and Ericklegion are at least able to bring it back to a manageable distance. 3 lives of separation.
It's pretty much who is going to be able to find the Vel 46 off the ground and try to find value with the 2 players stacked over by the pantry. Just comes down to Ericklegion playing in the dashy spot over by the sidebar. He gets cut down. 7 plays up against 5. Second segment looking pretty good to get locked.
Megan on the flank from behind. Cal going to make quick work with a pistol. Juju now force his way back. Tries to challenge aggressively out over towards Wine. Trade happens, but it's still 6-3 in the lives. 5 now remaining here for Team Priestley. 1 remaining on the opposite end. Last tick of progress making its way forward. Kaiser gets the kill, and Team Priestley will take the first round here in the control with a 1-0 lead.
So we've seen a team full of Lockmans, both sub and ARs. Brandon's going to break the mold that much further. Going to bring out the Vel 46. And albeit a Reaper inside of your rank lobbies, it is not necessarily the same here, I would say, in a more competitive setting. You even saw right there with the Vel 46 playing over by the statue archway. Just the longer range shots going over towards the contest spot for P1 just does not hit as hard as far as the range is concerned comparatively to the Vaznev. But up close, yeah, that thing is a bullet hose. 12-5 for Priestley off of that opening round. Offense for Team Ericklegion, just trying to be able to find themselves a couple picks in the middle of the map, and well, they're albeit going to be able to at least find one Epitome there for the trade. It is not enough for them to comfortably get on that B control zone.
And none at all. 11-5 though for Cal, 12-6 for Priestley. Passer going to be looking towards the backside of kitchen. Thought for a moment he'd be able to escape with his life, but it's Epitome and Ericklegion They're able to march their way back over towards the restaurant. Semtek's going to be out over towards the left. Megan forced to back off. Juju, though, with a headshot, is going to be able to push his way into the restaurant. A-zone starting to get progressed up just a bit. Megan on the zone as well. Double stack going to be coming through here, and Ericklegion can start to push out to the spawn side of the defense.
Bench. Cal. Out of freezer. Opening shot's going to be good. Ericklegion thought he was going to be snaking. He's just losing his life. Megan, though, she's going to be able to at least answer back with another one. And Epitome is causing a little bit of a distress over by Chandelier. He's now up to a 5 spree, 13-7. The A-zone's going to get locked, and Team Ericklegion got themselves, well, what was about to be a 2-life lead. Now it's all knotted up. 2019.
At least Juju puts them back over the teetering edge for just a moment. On the B zone, nope. Team Priestley starting to push their way forward. They want to occupy as much of the bedroom as they possibly can. They want to force that deep north side spawn by the kitchen. And Kaiser's in a great spot to be able to cut maybe 1 or 2 down before they can cut across the middle of the map and set himself up for a flank. In the back line, though, Priestley going to be there. Brandon trying to force his way forward. What in the hell? What did he pull out? What did he get? Blue Tiger?
Blue Tiger?
Where'd he get that? Is that the shark
What is he using? Is it?
I don't...
Oh, it's
no,
the
it's a
hurricane.
Okay. Haven't seen
What
that
does this
thing
guy
in-
just had?
I don't know
Does
how
he
long.
just have like classes set on top of classes? Like, well, where are these coming from, dude? And has all the SMGs just ready to go here inside of this lobby. They line up!
Hey, to Moscow. All right. Brandon looking in towards the front desk here. Ericklegion trying to snake him out a bit. Pops over towards the right, has the pistol out. Hip fire shot's not going to connect with the Hurricane. Looking to go ahead and once again bring terror to the south of this map. Ericklegion next one up to challenge. Juju there. I thought for a moment he gets Juju at the same time, but Kaiser's there and they'll pop a double too. 12-4. Ericklegion, Epitome, Juju, and Megan all 1 life apiece. Last opportunity to get back over towards B, but with 10 seconds left, it's looking like
Gotta try to touch the B zone. You gotta get your trainers on. Oh no. Things looking pretty darn sharp for Team Priestley. oh man, we gotta relive that.
Yes, we do. Okay, you're supposed to knife them when they're next to you.
I just picture that from like Eric. Like he's just like, get away.
Shit.
Stop. Back up. Just want to go fly or something. Back up. 21-10 out of Priestley. Brandon, what weapon are you going to spawn him with now, brother? New SMG? Locked and sub? Or is it just Yodo Vaz, man? 2-0 lead here as far as the control is concerned. Calamity is double positive, by the way. Juju snaking his butt off over by the check-in desk. Will at least answer back for a trade. Calamity, though, will not be denied. Big 2-piece to have for himself, and he's added a little extra.
Extra mustard. And the Spanish on it as well. Priestley drop shot. Thought maybe for a second Ericklegion would be the third victim in that choo-choo train of kills. As B zone, as that first tick of progress eclipsed. Spawn's still going to be, well, at least it was one decently close over by B, but now it's going to be a 7 spree here from Cal at 19-7, 25-11 from Priestley. Streak to work with. Minute and 8 left in the round, make it 2 minutes and 8 seconds. B is secured back over towards A. There's 2 there. Still some depot spawns. Wait, Kaiser has 3 dude, Kaiser has 3. I mean, not that he has 3 to work with, but like...
Cruise missile being called in by Calamity. That's going to flush a lot of these players out, if not just outwardly take them out of commission. One player lurking inside of the freezer. It's going to be Eric. Has a lot to do. Sun will connect out of Kaiser's back pocket. Going to catch Megan lacking. She was trying to cause a little bit more distress to the couches. There's only a single trade left to speak of, and now it all comes realistically down to Eric. He has to find this kill on the Cal, and he sure will. So the defense will hold on, even just a little bit. Priestley, though, from the flank, 22 plays up against 9.
And Priestley says goodnight. Megan's just going to try her might here. Hold on against Team Priestley's push. They're just waiting for everybody to start making their way forward. Nice shots there onto Brandon. Won't be able to find anybody else, though. Up through the side of Wine, it is going to be Kaiser who's making his way forward. Juju, a good flank there. Will cut him out of the zone, but still on the A site. This clock has stopped. Team Priestley spawn still going to be there. 4 lives remaining here. Megan looking to push her way forward. 3 lives now.
Where'd that Lockman sub come from? What? Eric, Juju versus the entire force that is Team Priestley. Now just up to the namesake. It's Eric. Gonna be able to at least find one. He's got a Lockman AR. Brandon's doing something weird. I don't know what the heck that was, but here goes Eric. He's just gonna go ahead into the corner over here by the rail guards. Think about what he's done. He's just gonna go ahead and just... Well, no, you can't go that far, brother. But that's that.
All right, casual sightseeing over by the railings. Spraying off the map and in a 3-0 sweep. As we've said here for what seems like the 4th or 5th time today, Team Priestley will take down Ericklegion and move on to winter semifinals.
Priestley just dropped the casual 31-13 through 3 rounds worth of Greenberg Hotel control. Give him an AR, give him a Vaznev. We've been saying this for a handful of years now via the St. Clair Saints camp. Priestley is that guy. Word to Kevin Fame last year during Vanguard Grand Finals legitimately came up to me and said that guy Priestley is the absolute truth. He's so good. I don't know why he doesn't compete in challengers. I ask myself this every single night before I go to sleep. But nonetheless, yeah, Team Priestley. 3-0. They will go in towards winners round 2. That's all I really got to say.
All right, let's look back at the highlights here. And once again, we will see the utter reign and domination of this Team Priestley Wachter. Yeah, I mean, aside from any sort of analytical things we want to just spew out at this point that we know, they line up. Yeah, pretty much start to finish. All it was just kill trading that wasn't really even trading. It was just kills that went in the way of Team Priestley and not in the way of Team Ericklegion. Yeah. There's my analysis for you. You're welcome.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
I mean, Brandon used 2 different SMGs. One was the FSS Hurricane, which I honestly haven't even thought about as a weapon. And I want to say since the beginning when Modern Warfare 2 was in beta, and I had to try to work my way just to get the M4, and I had to utilize the Hurricane just to get that gun. But yeah, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. Team Priestley with a pretty convincing win. It was yeah.
Cool. All right, well, we'll take a look at the statistics of the after real quick. 31-13 from Priestley, 22 which were untraded. 3,000 damage across the entirety of that control. 10 kills around, 1,000 damage around. Pretty good.
Yeah, Priestley's pretty good at the toy, man. I mean, Kaiser wasn't too far away from him as far as damage per round is concerned. It's just Priestley's the type of guy you invite over for a feast, and he cleans up everything off the plate. Like he gets the early damage, he gets the final blow, he eats his broccoli, and the stuffing too. 31-13 with 3K damage is just absolutely absurd. 22 kills coming via the defense. 22 kills were not traded of the 31. Some casual stuff. Nothing will ever mimic the insane stats that we got off of the first Mercado Hardpoint map number 1 between these 2 teams. But nonetheless, just as soon as we were starting to hype up this winners round 1 match, the tournament is ever so onward as Team Ericklegion. They are not out of it yet. They are down into the lower bracket. Team Priestley will continue on in the upper side.
They absolutely will. 250-32, the sub-6 minute hardpoint for map 1. A 6-3 fortress that actually lasted longer than our map 1 on our hardpoint, and that hotel control that ends us off with a 3-0 victory for Team Priestley in this best of 5 series. Now gives us a little look of at least one of the teams that will be in our winners semifinals coming up next. Taking a look at the bracket here, I don't know if anybody has necessarily moved on besides this team and maybe Noisy's team at the top side, but it looks like Team Chalk 314 and what I assume will be Texas Rocker GG or rather Team Noisy, should be moving on to the next round, and that will be where our bracket will be detailing itself to next. So that being said, Team Priestley, congratulations. Team Diff and Quintank, we'll see who wins that. But good luck to Ericklegion in the lower bracket, as they will have to fight tooth and nail to try and scrape by for what would be a glorious top 3 finish if they could get there. Remember, prize pool does get paid out to the top 3 teams. $1,000 prize pool split between those 3 teams as well. But until we go ahead and find ourselves in winners round 2 on the upper side of the bracket, we're going to step aside, take a break, recollect our thoughts, even though we didn't really have much after that third map fell silent. Other than that, yeah, we'll see you back after a break, guys. Bye!